Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I'll be the first to admit when I have made a mistake, and looks like I have made a mistake in regards to the video that I made about Raygun, the Australian break dancer, or the one that has a PhD in cultural heritage or cultural movement, whatever the hell it is. I don't even think that it is an actual degree, but nevertheless, you can have a piece of paper nowadays that says you have a PhD, a doctorate in cultural movement, or whatever the hell that entails or that means, but it qualified this individual to go over to the Olympics and literally just perform in the way she performed. And a lot of Australians are not happy. And it's not just Australians that aren't happy, it's also a lot of Americans and people around the world. Now, personally, I said that I don't care too much about the woke Olympics or about breakdancing enough to really care about what she did and how she performed. But nevertheless, when people start making a mockery out of your country and the person that is performing for your country, you start to really take notice. Initially, I saw so many people that were making fun of her, and I was like, you know what, fair enough. Like, if you dance like that, and I'm personally not a dance expert, but nevertheless, what I saw was not really dancing, just jumping around, like doing the kangaroo and all that sort of other nonsense. But it was Jimmy Fallon and so many others that just started jumping on this bandwagon of mocking Raygun, whatever the hell her name is. And honestly, I had to make another video about it because the memes that are coming out, the people that are saying certain things, and the history behind how Raygun actually got to the Olympics in the first place is rather interesting. So the more I became aware of how she got there and what she did, like, the more I was starting to really get annoyed at the fact that she went there. It looked like she was taking them piss and making a mockery out of Australia in general, but people were coming to her defense and saying, oh, Raygun, you did such a fantastic job. You celebrated Australia and whatnot, but nevertheless, people were going, what the hell? There's like so many other people that were way better than you, and yet you decide to pick yourself. So have a watch of this video of someone actually explaining what took place in regards to getting Raygun to the Olympics, who happens to be a DEI hire, as it would seem.
Petition has been circulating demanding that Rachel Gunn, also known as Raygun, be held accountable for their roles in the breakdancing debacle. Breakdancing, being such a niche sport in Australia, didn't have a formal governing body, so Rachel Gunn took it upon herself to create one, to get breakdancing included in this year's Olympics. However, her actions appear far from ethical. She appointed herself as the head of this newly formed governing body, and her husband took on the roles of both judge and coach for the qualifiers. The most disturbing part of this story is that Rachel Gunn allegedly blocked genuinely talented breakdancers from underprivileged communities from even participating in the selection process. This move seems calculated to create an environment where only she, her friends, and her husband had a chance at making it to the Olympics. As a result, it appears she secured her spot in the games by essentially eliminating the competition, many of whom were far more skilled. Videos of these other dancers show their talent is undeniable, which raises serious questions about how Rachel Gunn made it through while they did not. And a Change.org petition was launched this morning, demanding accountability and transparency. The petition has gained over 4,000 signatures.
So you don't have a governing body for breakdancing in Australia because we're not really known for breakdancing at all. I mean, we've got it in Australia, but we're not really known for it. I think we're most known for swimming or some other sports, but definitely not breakdancing. And again, I fail to see how breaking or breakdancing is an Olympic sport. I think playing chess is a much better Olympic sport and use of one's time. And someone else made a video about sports that you should actually consider having in the Olympics. And one of them definitely was not breakdancing or dancing in general. But there were several other sports, like, chess was definitely one of them. And I'm for that. I think that's much more of a sport than whatever the hell breakdancing is. But people can break dance all they want. Like, I'm for people, enjoying themselves through the movement of dance, but I don't see it as an Olympic sport. But nevertheless, you have Rachel Gunn, Raygun, that decided to create a governing body, which means that she makes the decision on who gets to go to the Olympics. So if you've got the one that is creating the governing body, you're going to have a massive bias, aren't you? Turns out she does.
However,
How about that, right? So you are appointing yourself the head of this governing body, and your husband, like, talk about bias to the next level. Okay. You're running this organization, and you don't want people from underprivileged communities that are significantly better than you to actually make it to the Olympics. So you're going, you know what? I've got a PhD in cultural movement or whatever the hell she has, and I'm judging them on their movement ability, and I don't like how they're moving. So you know what? Even though deep down inside you would know that they're significantly better than you are, I'm going to send myself there, and I'm going to represent my own country. And because, you know, no one else is good enough. No one else can beat me somehow. And there's a lot of people that can beat you, mate. Honest, yeah, a lot of people. And one of the girls that actually competed against Rachel Gunn, she was significantly better. Like, she wiped the floor with Raygun, and Rachel just did terribly. But nevertheless, you've got to be in Rachel's inner circle, or you've got to actually be Rachel Gunn. Otherwise, you don't get a shot at the Olympics, which honestly, very unethical, if you ask me, very dishonest. So you lose significant brownie points from me if you are being dishonest and you are doing unethical things, especially when it comes to then you decide to make a mockery out of the sport itself as well as Australia. You're wearing our colors, man. You're representing our country, and yet you do that kind of stuff. Again, I don't necessarily care too much about breakdancing in general, but what I do care about now is the fact that the unethical nature of her actually getting to the Olympics in the first place, completely dishonest. Like, yeah. So that's why I said in the very beginning, I made a mistake in the first video that I made. I didn't know too much about all this. Now that I do, I'm going, all right, second look. Let's do another video. So this person is talking about the petition that was created. By the way, at the time that I signed the petition, it had over 20,000 plus signatures. So a lot of people actually are rather concerned about how, you know, they were perceived and how they were showcased on a massive scale. Because let me be honest, you have all these other professional dancers that pretty much got overlooked because everyone was looking at Rachel Gunn and her terrible, stinking performance. So nobody knows or really cares now about all the other Olympians that probably did a much better job. And I'm no doubt going to say they did a much better job than Rachel Gunn. But yet, you know, now personally, I'm not for any of the bullying. I don't think Rachel should be bullied, but I do think there should be accountability for sure in regards to what went on. Like, why in the world did you decide to do that sort of dance, or you can even call it a dance? Like, I don't even know what it is, man. But some of the things that I have just been dying of laughter from is the fact that you have so many memes coming out of this, man. It is hilarious. So here's one of them. The Inspired Unemployed did a video with Rachel Gunn, and they were, you know, all in favor of her and praising her and whatnot. But you have, when you identify as an Olympic level athlete, only in Australia can a person become famous for being a failure at an activity they hold a doctorate in. And my favorite one, here we go, is her dance instructor Jonah Takalula, or Jonah from Tonga, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. And I think that's an absolute massive disrespect to Jonah, because I think Jonah is a much better dancer than Rachel Gunn, if I'm being honest with you all. If you haven't seen Jonah from Tonga, where have you been with your life? Honestly, I'm serious. It is hilarious. If you miss... So Ian Miles Chong goes, this woman lost to Raygun in Australia's breakdancing qualifier for the Paris Olympics, make it make sense. Could there be any more evidence that Raygun was picked for her DEI and grievance studies academic accolades? Here is the video of the better breakdancer. So this is the person that lost against Raygun. I would have sent this person over Raygun any day of the week. Like, I can tell when someone's actually a much better dancer. I don't even know what Raygun was doing, but it wasn't dancing. Yeah. Anyway, still don't think it's an Olympic sport. Here's another meme. This season, Breaking Bad. Oh dear me. Here's look, what came out of the Paris Olympics, honestly, was a lot of woke nonsense. And here is this, yeah, disgusting. Now, it's bad when you've got Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel making a mockery out of you. Jimmy Fallon decided to do it. So that's one of the main reasons why, I'll say again, I decided to make a video, another one, about all this nonsense. So have a watch of Jimmy Fallon make a mockery out of, well, Raygun and Australia.
This is, wow, Raygun. Everyone, Raygun. It's Raygun, everybody. Oh, no, yeah, no, Raygun. Thank you for stopping by. I have to ask you this. How are you feeling since your performance? Oh, my God, no. Okay, yeah. Please, no, yeah, I understand. No, very good. Okay, Raygun. Raygun, okay, Raygun. Thank you, Raygun. Raygun, I see you speak through your dance moves, I understand. Okay, so is there anything else you'd like to tell us? Oh, yeah, that one, yeah. Me? You want me to dance with you? All right, I can do that. Raygun left. Raygun, everybody. Rachel Dratch, everybody. Rachel Dratch.
Now, the thing is, because Raygun was so terrible, she didn't even get any points. Didn't even get an Olympic medal. Like, all we got was humiliation because of it. Now, again, I'll say it, like, what the hell? Seriously, what the hell? But nevertheless, Australia is becoming more woke by the day, by the looks of things. If you're sending a DEI hire to do some sort of routine that made fun of Australia, and yep, we've got Stephen Bradbury, who just, sailed through to the end victory. That wasn't humiliating. That wasn't shameful. We've got this. This is going to live on forever. People are going to never forget this. And, well, I wouldn't like to be Rachel Gunn right now. Let's just say that. Being known. This is what you're going to be known for, people. Anyway, my friends, you guys take care. You be blessed. And I'll see you all in the next video.